Funding for Lucky Chow has been provided by
From the kitchen to the grill, soy vey sauces and marinades add an Asian twist to your favorite dishes. Recipes and more are available at soyvey.com.
The way of Thai, our way of unique happiness, and it begins with the people. Amazing Thailand.
and by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Chinese food has long been an American classic. But right in the heart of the original Chinatown of New York City, where Chinese culture began to flourish generations ago, a new Chinatown is rising, driven by the love of the cuisine, passionate entrepreneurs, and the global appeal of Chinese food as it evolves beyond boundaries. Right in the heart of where I live in New York City, on the borders of historic Chinatown and Little Italy, ethnic boundaries are today being blurred. But Manhattan's Chinatown has been constantly redeveloping itself over the past 150 years. Today, I'll be exploring my neighborhood with a fresh perspective, and we'll meet with a new generation who has successfully revived the past while simultaneously creating the future. And in the historic West Village, get ready for some Peking duck with the renowned Jewish restaurateur. And finally, stopping in Times Square to visit the global kitchens of Hakkasan, serving high-end contemporary Cantonese cuisine.
谢谢.
Hi, Danielle. How are you? You too. Good to see you.
Yeah, so glad you guys opened up in the neighborhood.
Thanks. We are too.
Definitely in the mood for a couple of hot dogs.
Great.
Hey Steve, how are you?
How are you doing?
How did you guys get the idea to start Asian Dog?
Our friends wanted us to do a barbecue in their backyard, and we said yes, and we said like let's
At a
do
bar, not
at
like a home backyard.
Yeah, bar backyard.
Bar backyard.
And we came up with some hot dog options, and we had a great reception to it, so we kept on doing it.
Cool. Well, let's try a couple.
All right.
All right.
All right, let's get to it.
Looks great. Which ones did you bring?
This is a veggie dog, a Sydney, our Thai mango relish.
This is the Melon Steve. It's our sesame Asian slaw.
And then this is a organic kimchi dog.
Oh, sounds
Yes.
great.
Yes.
Curious, like why you guys chose to open your first brick and mortar here on Kinlar Street.
There are a lot of restaurants, but there aren't that many quick service grab and go places. And we're Asia dogs, so we're kind of like a mashup between different cultures and
what this
American
neighborhood
foods.
actually is, kind of like we're right where Little Italy and Chinatown meet in a sense.
Tell me about this one. This has toasted nori on it and kimchi.
And kimchi, that's my mom's kimchi recipe.
Oh.
And she taught me how to make it. And it's something that's been passed down, and I'm very proud of the recipe.
And the one you're eating actually is an organic beef hot dog. There's no casing.
As I head south towards historic Chinatown, the scenery quickly changes. The result is a shrinking Little Italy as an expanding Chinatown slowly redefines its geographic borders. New York Mart, a bustling Asian market that opened in recent years, is where I can find everything from roasted meats, seafood, rice cakes, and fresh yet cheap Asian vegetables.
So this is New York Mart. It's my local neighborhood food market where I come and shop as much as I can for my family. This is kind of an all-in-one stop shop for Asian food. Even though we're in Chinatown, you really have shoppers who come here from all around the city, especially those who know a good value. I have to say my favorite part of Asian markets is all of these packaged goods. Dried squid, seaweed snacks, salted plums, dried ramen noodles. Love all this different type of tofu. These are puffed tofu balls that are actually fried. You can just pop on top of your soup. These are some of the spiciest and best chili peppers. So if you're a Szechuan pepper freak, this whole line of chili peppers is really addictive.
Walking through the heart of Chinatown, I always feel like I'm going back in time. Doyer Street, one of the original blocks, is home to Nom Wah Tea Parlor, one of America's oldest dim sum joints. Third-generation owner Wilson Tang, who's revived it, has one foot in the past and one foot in the future.
Nom Wah actually opened in 1920. It was opened by the CHOW family. They were here as a tea parlor / bakery since the early 20s. I see Nom Wah as an institution in New York, just like Katz's Delicatessen is an institution in New York. So it's one of these places that's been here forever and hopefully for a long, long time.
I think people come here to get a bit of the old nostalgia for Chinatown. That they've seen.
I've even seen like a family of like 4 generations dine in here at once because we've had that longevity.
Well, tell me about this block, Doyers and Pell, that we're on.
The first 3 streets in Chinatown were Pell, Doyer, and Ma.
Okay.
So this is really where Chinatown started. You're in a street where the first opera house was in. Just very, very early on, these were the first 3 streets that were how Chinatown started. History has it that Doyer Street has the most murder on it than any other street in
That's
the
notorious.
US.
That's glamorous.
Yeah, there was like opium dens here, and there's even like a tunnel that leads from one of the stores on Doyer Street that goes into like Chatham Square.
Is it still here?
Yeah, it's still here. That tunnel would be was a perfect escape route for rival gangs to like escape.
I heard there's still kind of secret gambling dens and mahjong parlors around this area.
Yeah, so if you come past midnight and you just walk down the street, you'll hear like the mahjong tiles.
Ooh, such a mysterious lore to this very section of Chinatown.
Indeed.
This tea parlor has been here since 1920, but you've really rewritten its history in a way when you took over. Tell me what you wanted to preserve and what you wanted to change.
Sure. Well, what we did was we changed the format of dim sum, where traditionally it's a brunch kind of lunch dining. We had a campaign for dim sum for dinner. You know, my folks thought I was crazy. But I, for some reason, thought it would work, and it worked.
Well, I know that you're also involved in Feng Tu on Orchard Street.
There's just a lot of collaborations that's going on with that. In particular, we have an egg roll here that's super famous. We call it the original egg roll. And it's an egg roll that's made with an egg crepe. Which is lost these days. I collaborated with chef and owner Jonathan Wu with this egg roll, and he's got like a version 2 of it. Before you go, I want you to try our version 1 original egg roll. Here it is.
I'm excited. Wow.
And you can kind of see the egg crepe around it and all the filling, the chicken and vegetable filling inside. This recipe, as far as I know, has been here with my uncle since the 50s.
It's delicious.
Great, I'm glad you enjoy. So tonight you got to try Jonathan's version 2, and that will have a little more texture. It's got some olives, it's got Thai chilies, it's got pork belly, coriander.
Now, would you call this a Chinese American restaurant?
Yes and no. I mean, more yes than no. But as far as dim sum is concerned, that's very, very classic, very, very Chinese. But you know, like the egg roll, it's an American product.
This was great, and thanks for sharing your story.
Thanks for coming. It was great having you.
All right, take
Bye.
care. I'm on my way to Feng Tu, and I'm just walking down Orchard Street now and cannot believe how much change there's been on this little block. You know, this is formerly Jewish immigrant territory, and now I see Chinese language everywhere. And then you have a mash of great coffee shops and art galleries. It's just interesting new, smaller boutiques that are popping up. It's just a neighborhood in transition.
Wilson arranged for me to meet his chef partner from Feng Tu, who is a third-generation Chinese American who neither speaks Chinese nor has ever cooked Chinese professionally. Yet he's been inspired to meld his culinary skills with his Chinese heritage to create a new breed of contemporary Chinese cuisine.
Hey, Jonathan, how are you, chef?
We're getting ready for service, and I could use your help. Fortunately, I've got this apron here, and we can put you to work.
You really want me to?
Absolutely, yes. There you go.
I have to cook for my supper?
Yeah, that's how we do around here.
Are you sure?
You can earn your keep.
Well, I don't mind hanging out with all you guys here.
We got an hour to service. Let's get to work.
All right, what can I do?
All right, so I'll have you peel these eggs.
Okay.
So,
These are 1,000-year-old eggs, right?
yes, they are. They're chemically cooked. It's almost like caramelization.
Is there like an ancient Chinese secret to peeling it?
No, it's pretty straightforward. There's definitely not a secret to doing it. The idea is to have a nice, smooth paste at the end.
What is this?
That is celtus. It's a really unique vegetable that has a unique flavor.
Soy sauce makes everything taste yummy. It's delicious. What's next? I'm starving.
Pick it up and sort of rotate the pan so that you can try and...
Come on, egg. Come on, egg.
Basically, it's just like a little burrito. We use something that we affectionately call Chinese crazy glue. It's a mixture of flour and water.
No, your cuisine is totally personal and innovative. It seems like you're really not following any rules when you're cooking.
Just make it taste good. Why don't you go out to the dining room and I'll meet you out there. And
Are you kicking me out of the kitchen?
basically.
Well, I'll see you in a bit.
Okay.
Hey, Jonathan.
Hi, Danielle.
So you managed to make the rest of the meal without my help?
I managed somehow. But I've got some snacks for us.
Ooh.
We have our smoked and fried dates stuffed with duck.
Okay.
We dunk the dates in buttermilk, and then there's like a little dry flour mixture that we roll them in before we fry them.
These are amazing. I've never had dates like this before.
We've got a beet salad and our celtus that you also helped us prepare.
Ooh, is that what I made?
Yes. You want a little bit of the egg, a little bit of the celtus.
Uh-huh. That's really home-style comfort food.
I think of Feng Tu as hometown cooking culture. And then the original egg roll, version 2.
Aha, what I just had at Nomois. I'll see which one's better. Is it a competition?
I'm gonna remain agnostic on that. That is a citrus mayonnaise. I don't know what else to say. The mayonnaise is good with it.
I can taste the olives in there. Just something I've never had in an egg roll before. This is great. I love the both of them. Well, let's move on for dessert.
Sure. We've got our sweet tofu dessert.
What's this cute little cookie on top?
It's a pistachio and caramel cookie.
It's delicious. It's like creme caramel.
Yeah, yeah.
Would you call it fusion, or what do you think of that term?
I mean, call it anything you want, just so long as you call it delicious too. Whether or not it's delicious, that's bounded by no ethnicity or culture. I mean, if it's delicious, it's delicious.
This has been an amazing experience, so thank you.
Anytime. You can always use free labor.
Okay.
All
All right, Jonathan. So good to see you.
Yes. Take care.
I'm heading out of Chinatown into the West Village to meet with restaurateur Ed Schoenfeld. Since the 70s, he's been a key player in introducing true Chinese cuisine to the American palate. He's what I affectionately call an egg, white on the outside and yellow on the inside.
Hi, Ed.
Hey, Danielle. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Great to see you.
Always great to
How are
see
you doing? Have a seat.
Along with classic Chinese dishes, he's also twisted a few. Have you ever heard of a pastrami egg roll? His latest venture is a Peking duck shop where even the duck fat makes its way into the whiskey cocktails.
Now, you were born in Brooklyn and grew up eating Chinese food just like I did, right?
You know, Jewish and Chinese food, you know, separately. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, as a kid, we ate a lot of Chinese food when we went out.
Where? Where would
Well,
you go?
in our local Chinese restaurants in Brooklyn. But as a kid, I actually went to the crooked little street in Manhattan, Chinatown, Doyers Street.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
right across from where Namwa Tea Parlor is. And I remember my mother making a distinction between chicken chow mein and subgum chicken chow mein.
I don't even know the difference between that. I think you're like one of the original New York, Brooklyn hipster foodies. I mean, you've got the beard, you've got the glasses, you have a couple of tattoos.
I don't know about tattoos, but I've eaten a lot of egg rolls, and I've been chasing after good Chinese food for a really long time.
All right.
I think it'd be a good point for us to take a walk into our new spot.
Okay.
Into Decoy, I'll show you what's up and give you a little snack here.
I think I might have done my laundry here before at some point.
We had someone come, we've been a restaurant now for a while, and someone came in yesterday trying to do their laundry. You'll see upstairs, you know, where we have Red Farm, it looks kind of like a farmhouse, but here it's a little bit more like a hunting lodge.
I love the little ducks. This looks like a great place for cocktails.
You know, it's meant to be like a little hidden spot in the village. You go down a few steps, and we're gonna be open late here, and I'm very excited about the bar. We have a really cool mixology program here. Check out Igor over here. He's,
Wow, hey, what's up?
Hi, how are you?
How are you? What are you making?
I'm making our sitting down for dinner.
Sitting down for dinner?
That's how the cocktail is called, yes.
That's cute.
Yeah, we make it with a bourbon that we wash with duck fat.
Duck fat?
Duck fat.
How do you infuse bourbon with duck fat?
Okay. What we do, basically, we mix our whiskey with hot duck fat that we get from our kitchen.
Wow.
After that, we put it to the freezer and extract all the fat. So there is nothing oily in it. It's just nice, flavored duck fat whiskey.
So Danielle, you have to check out the special little finishing touch here. We have a stencil of a duck decoy, and we spray our logo on the top of each drink.
Oh, that's the perfect touch to the cocktail. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, here's to many years of great Chinese food in your future.
Oh, ganbei.
Ganbei.
Cheers.
Wow, this is amazing.
We're making our famous Katz's pastrami egg rolls over here.
So you guys order this from Katz?
Directly from Katz's, and I think we might be their biggest customer.
Really?
And we mix it with different kinds of fresh vegetables, snow peas. We cook the pastrami till it gets a little tender, and then we chill it so that we can slice it paper thin.
It tastes like that Chinese smoked beef.
La Ro.
La Ro.
Yep. Our duck oven's right over here. Looks a little bit like a tandoor oven.
Yeah.
You know, we had it custom made just for us. We rotate the ducks around so the skin gets evenly crispy on all the sides. And it gets produces a really special product.
Show me your secrets. I know Peking ducks are probably one of the most loved Chinese dishes, period.
He's going to explain everything to you.
Oh, great.
So let's see what he's doing.
Okay.
Okay. There's many ways to make the Peking duck.
Yeah.
We have to keep it moist
Uh-huh.
and very flavorful. This is 5 spicy salt, and we have star anise, scallion, the ginger, and this is very important, that the Chinese celery, the leaf.
Oh.
Okay? We're gonna have 3 different steps to make it Peking duck. We have a boiling water here, and then we have a syrup with white and red vinegar. The reason why we use this is trying to get the skin as crispy possible.
Okay.
Okay? If the skin is not dry enough, they won't get crispy.
I see.
All right?
Wow, this looks incredible. Thank you so much, Chef.
We wanted to create a real banquet for you today.
Thank you
Hope
so
you guys
much.
enjoy it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Chef.
Thank you.
The Peking duck and the xiaolongbao,
Yeah,
which is my
soup
favorite.
dumplings, right?
Yes.
And then we have lobster with ginger and scallion, and these are really special. They're spring rolls filled with oxtail.
Uh-huh.
And then we have shrimp with snow pea leaf dumplings.
Uh-huh.
And these are the dumplings that we've gotten so much notoriety for because they're shrimp dumplings, but they're set up to look like Pac-Man and ghosts.
Let's start with the xiaolongbao since we have to eat it when it's hot.
Sounds great.
Wow.
You know, when you eat a soup dumpling,
Yes.
you want to make sure that you don't rip it open.
Uh-huh.
So we pick it up just by the very top of the knot.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
There we
Gently
go.
pull it off.
That is amazing. I think that's the best xiaolongbao in the city. Why do you think Peking duck is so popular?
I mean, it's just delicious, and I think hoisin sauce is very well suited to Western taste. And, you know, who doesn't enjoy eating like a little taco or a, a little sandwich like this?
All right, the pastrami egg roll. Gotta try this.
It has really wonderful, like a honey mustard, but with this little edge of kaffir lime in it that takes it from a normal place to kind of an Asian place.
That is really good. This is almost like a personification of you.
No question about it. But, you know, I'm a little the opposite of this because this is Jewish on the inside and Chinese on the outside.
Oh, right.
And I'm Jewish on the outside, but might be Chinese on the inside.
Well, I have a little surprise for you.
Cool.
A little something just to say thank you.
How nice of you.
I came across this in Koreatown the other day when we were hanging out there. These wooden ducks stand for a happy marriage.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to find a
it's
place for them in Decoy.
Thank you, Ed. This has been amazing. Thank you for all your hospitality
Here's
once
to
again.
many more wonderful meals and
Just
to friendship. Ganbei.
Ganbei.
The concept of Chinatown has become a global brand personified with an exotic theatricality. The high-end Chinese restaurant Hakkasan, which started in London, has now expanded globally, even to Shanghai. I'm about to meet with their executive chef Ho Chi Boon, who has created their Chinese menu.
It's very theatrical visually when you walk into the restaurant. Texturally, we have rich, dark woods, glass, marble, and then we have the signature jasmine incense that we burn. Audibly, we have the curated soundtrack that's customized to transition from day into night and progress as the night goes on. And then finally, with your tastes, you know, we have artists in the back of the house doing wonderful dishes, and our bar program and mixology program second to none.
So tell me a little bit about Chef Ho.
Chef Ho has been with us for 13 years. He's now our corporate executive chef. He oversees all of our international venues. He's done a phenomenal job of maintaining our quality and standards globally, which is a tough task.
Chef, 好，谢谢你今天欢迎我们来你的这个波士顿的袋子。哦。He's making this amazing signature dish, and it's a steamed dim sum with shrimp and fresh scallop on top. So basically, you fill the wrapper with this shrimp dumpling mixture, and then you top it with a sliced raw scallop. 然后你的袋子一定要把它 The Hakkasan menu really is his brainchild. I mean, he created the entire menu and he changes it twice a year according to the local palates and according to seasonality. He's going to make one of their signature dishes today, which is a spicy wok fried prawns. Yeah, everything's like about cooking for a few seconds. It's done. It looks so easy, but it's not. It's too beautiful to eat.
It's definitely a showstopper.
We have like lychee, rambutan. This is all from Asia.
These kiwi berries are phenomenal. The kumquats are delicious. Mango's my favorite. You got the dragon fruit. You got a little bit of everything.
Oh, here come the cocktails.
Fantastic. So this is our bird's eye margarita. This is the blood and sand. Chef Ho, that has your name written all over it.
Let's eat. Thank you. How do you maintain your quality of food when you have so many restaurants globally?
我们在每一个地区都有另外48%的口味，都是会符合每一个地区的要求不一样。
He said the traditional Cantonese cuisine that we're eating tonight is universally loved.
Everybody loves them no matter where you put them. Who cannot love this?
Right. Cheers. 谢谢。干杯，谢谢。
Manhattan's Chinatown is one of the oldest in America, but today the concept of Chinatown can no longer be defined by any one neighborhood. It's exciting that Chinese food has taken on such a global profile, both geographically and metaphorically. And because I live here, I can feel the small transformations every day. It feels exactly like New York City should, with its mashup of cultures and identities, and an incredibly innovative Chinese food scene, whose impact can be felt around the world.
To learn more about Lucky Chow, please visit luckyrice.com. Funding for Lucky Chow has been provided by
From the kitchen to the grill, soy vase sauces and marinades add an Asian twist to your favorite dishes. Recipes and more are available at soyvay.com.
The way of Thai, our way of unique happiness, and it begins with the people. Amazing Thailand.
and by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.